Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for some.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 89. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun. Blitz. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Quarterback is sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The quarterback.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't take over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 64 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Britt. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Block. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
At their own,
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that is incomplete here. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Britt. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 56 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
So left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They run. Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lock. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Moss, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run here with Swift. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Swift, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The tackle made by...
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
It's the end of the first quarter with no score.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Britt's pass. Complete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 19.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
On 3rd down, Swift. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the gun, Britt. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
And out now come the Vikings. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. On play action, Locke. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
2-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss of the tackle. Here's Locke.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he gets it down to the 32. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Locke again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
3rd and 3.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and inches. At the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Britt, catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Taken down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, Swift. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carrier.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Moss. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Vikings 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Locke over the middle to Smith.
Locke's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Locke looks to throw it again. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Vikings.
Again, it's Locke. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Locke looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jefferson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the
final shot before break. Britt, he's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Shotgun snap to Lock. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
First down, Swift. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
It's good to make it 17-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now to the air. Rock. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Drew Lock sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Lock's pass.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, it's Lock. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Lock's pass.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Britt going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Britt. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That's good.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33.
5, the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Lock, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Here's Lock to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Makes the score Lions 17, Vikings 10.
Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that'll set him back 5. Operating from the gun. Britt, this ball complete to Rager. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Complete to T.J. Hawkinson. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Britt. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
17. Vikings 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Locke going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Locke. Oh, no, he lost the football. This is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Britt. Buying time to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
The quarterback.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
On the play. And it's
operating from the gun. Britt. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing on first down. Britt. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
from the gun. Britt. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
For 8 yards. And it's 4th.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Vikings 10.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions defense now back onto the field. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, and offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got his man in the crossing route. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
On first down, Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. 30, the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Andrews. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Locke trying again after the pick 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On first down, Swift, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a short gain here down to the 22. An injury timeout here as I believe, yeah, that's DeAndre Swift. Swift is still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw. Britt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they